Let's see, I think it's time to start with c4. Yeah. Okay, what is that? Oh, he's preparing to go with d5, I guess. So I can get the bishop out first. That way my plan is to take, and then he takes back with the pawn. Okay, he took. Yeah, so now knight c3 is not so attractive. He can just push that pawn forward. So why don't I go for the double fianchetto here? Okay, he's back to moving normally. I just have to remember to edit out that 4-minute delay there. Okay, so he's looking to gang up on the f-pawn, it looks like. He could play knight to g4 or knight to d4, either one, e4, to gang up on that f2 square. So I guess I will blunt the bishop this way. There. Now I don't want to allow him to push forward once more. I don't want to take. So should I play d3? I play d3 takes. You know, I really want him to take and then I take back, but I don't want him to play pawn to d3. Maybe I shouldn't worry about that. Maybe I should allow pawn to d3. And just learn to live with it. I mean, I'll develop my knights. The other knight can come out to c3, and I'll just live with that pawn on d3 if he wants to do that. But pushing the pawn to d3 was too weakening. He takes, I take back with a pawn. I've got these two pawns that are on d3 and e3 with no other pawns supporting them. That didn't look good. And the e-pawn was immediately under fire from his bishop. Yeah, it might even win a pawn, doesn't it? Yeah, it just was not good. So he takes. Okay, well, that's what I wanted. He can trade queens here. I hadn't allowed for that. I don't think that's especially bad for me. So he's going to. Oh, not immediately. I was going to say he's looking to bring a rook to the d file, but don't think so. Maybe he wants to play his bishop to d3. That'd be an interesting move. Okay, he didn't go there. He's just developing his pieces. So let's get my king off the back rank so I can get my rooks out. And let's oppose his rook on the d file. Rooks belong on the d and the c file, it looks like. Now, should I move my king away immediately? I don't think there's any need to. He's not threatening to put something on this square right away. So I'm putting this rook out here, opposing his bishop. Putting my rooks on the open files, and maybe I can get some discovered attack on this bishop here. Well, his bishop is defended, but if knight to a4 is played, it's attacked, and it would have to move. So he gave his bishop a square to hide in, Do I want to chase his bishop back? Well, it also opens up the c file for this rook. Can move this knight. Oh, well, I think I like this idea. Maybe I'll put my bishop on d4. Trade off his dark squared bishop, and then he's left with these dark squared weaknesses around the king. That could be a plan here. I have to keep in mind the e-pawn is pinned, so the bishop is supported only by the rook here. So I might have clever discoveries with his knight, but I don't see it. I can take the knight if it comes into these squares. If it goes elsewhere, I'm just going to take the bishop. Oh, okay, so he allows me to take the bishop. Okay, let's do that. Then wonder, is there some way to get more stuff going here? Well, move the knight to open up the bishop here. So I'm migrating my pieces over towards his king. Okay, he drops back with the bishop. The thing is, I did not see any particular follow-up from here. He's got good control of this square. Do I want to be cautious here and drop my king back? Do I want to do something with this knight? Or the bishop? Yeah, I could start trying to advance my pawns in the center here. I didn't see any follow-up here on the queen side. So I'm playing f3 and e4, a bit counterintuitive, but I'm going to follow up with f4 when I get the chance. And I think I can reopen this diagonal with pushing these pawns forward. Take some squares away from this knight. Yeah, so he goes there. He's still not threatening to take my knight. Go ahead and take this guy off. Push this pawn forward. He can still play his knight here, that's right, because of the pin. So maybe now is the time to step my king aside. Okay, so he kicks my knight. Yeah, where is it going? Good question. Ask that knight where it's going. I guess it has to route around this way. It can come over here to a3 to c4. Or to e3. e3 is a more logical square, isn't it? From e3, it's looking at c4 and d5. So let's go there. Also takes away that square from his knight. So he's coming forward with the king. Maybe he's going to win the end game on the king side. That's not unheard of. Okay, I'm going to actually step aside with my king here. Get rid of those pins on the E file there. I wanted to push that E pawn forward. I can't quite do it. Push the F pawn forward and then the E pawn. When I push the F pawn forward, my bishop is defending there, but his rook and his bishop are attacking. He's got two attackers. So yeah, I was threatening a check there. That was a check that would fork his king and his rook. Okay, so anyway, I'm bringing my rook to the E file. So this is to support the idea of pawn to F4, pawn to E5, gaining more space in the center. So should I get rid of that knight? I guess so. So, can I push? I think I can. Okay, so there, let's keep his bishop shut in. Let's see if we can attack his rook. So I go here, bishop to F1. He has rook to F3, check, which would be annoying. Definitely that's annoying. He left this pawn hanging. I guess I should take that. So he resigned. Okay, well, I guess I will upload this game. We can maybe see if there's a winning plan for me. I was going to bring my bishop back. I have a passed pawn, which is now an extra pawn since I won that one. But my position is a bit awkward, so I'm not quite sure how to proceed from here to convert this. Well, maybe slowly marching the pawn forward, but his bishop controls this square. His pieces are pretty well placed. Anyway, I'll check that out in the postmortem and see you guys later. Bye.